Okay. It looks to me like we're live now. Hang on, let me find out. Candle. All right. Oh. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is a love reading. Seems to make everybody the happiest. And we're gonna start with Aries, of course. Can you guys see that? No. Man, you guys. Remember how I told you like my space like gets smaller? Well, that's what's happening here. It's just because I have so many damn decks laying around. But I kind of want you guys to be able to, you still can't see the card. Oh, you can. There it is. Okay, so now you can at least tell where we're at. Or if I forget to write down something, then I can always look on the video for the timestamps. I don't know what happened to my timestamps yesterday, you guys. Like I had put them on there and then I don't know if I didn't save them or what, but something happened to them. All right, so what I'm going to do is a love reading, and I kind of want to, you know, start with new love for Aries. Let me see what's going on in new love for Aries. Is there anything coming in for new? So if you're looking for new, this is not about an old person. It's about someone that you don't know yet or that you just recently met. Sunshine. Could be a Leo. Could be somebody who brings in a lot of happiness for you. Sun card. Okay. World tree. So this is to me like it's a new beginning, and Aries, I feel like the new person coming in is coming in as an empress. She's very loving and kind, but she has serious boundaries, and it doesn't mean it's a girl. It's just a girl showing itself here to me. It can be, you know, we're all okay with any of these energies. They're just all a little bit different energy, you know. Queen of Swords is very logical. She doesn't like run off of emotion, you know. So you have three major arcanas here telling me this could be someone pretty special. The Empress is here. The world tree is here, and the sun is here. So it's like saying like this is like your new beginning. Like after you've closed out a cycle, and after you're kind of like in this stable energy of the sun, like being grateful for the things you have. I mean, it's those things that change our energy, raise our vibe up, right? So that's why you're attracting an empress into your life. So there is someone coming in. Let's see how this empress see Aries. This is a new love. So how do they see you? They see you as a king of or a knight of wands. So maybe somebody that's really fun, like following their passion, you know. But remember, she definitely has boundaries. So she's on the watch for anything and everything that might look like, you know, somebody doesn't value the other person. Like she's not handling it. She's not putting up with it. Right. So if you're wishy-washy or childish or anything like that, I feel like this Empress is going to see through it, right? So it is an Empress, but at the same time, she's very protective of her own energy, you know, and about the decisions she makes, who she wants to put effort into. But she's already been hurt in love. That's why she has the sword out. You know what I mean? So she's suspicious, a little bit suspicious of love yet. So that's how you might identify this person. They're nurturing, loving, kind. They have a huge heart space, but they're also very protective over it because they've been hurt in the past. The cycle that this person just ended, or maybe you just ended, somebody just ended a cycle of like hanging out with people that don't have value for you. You know what I mean? So I think if, if this is you, if this is you, if this is making sense to you, you know, um, maybe you just recently closed out a cycle and this Empress comes in and maybe this is you being guarded. You know what I mean? Guarded about love because you're just on your own. You're just feeling great. Um, and so when this person comes in, you're a little guarded. Spirit, can you give me some advice for Aries about this person? Because, like, I feel like you're standing there, like, owning who you are, right? Knowing your value, choosing yourself, walking away from childish behavior, right? So, yeah. So when this person comes in, I don't know, but I feel like you need to do what is best for you. And if that means walk away, then that means walk away. Because I mean, what's happening here is like you deciding like who gets to be in your life. Who are you going to accept into your life? Is this person somebody that you can trust? I mean, like, I'm not suggesting that you like give everyone like a test when they come in, but you will notice. You know what I mean? Like, if there's anything that is not jiving with that empress energy, right? Which is nurturing and loving and anything like that. I mean, you're going to be watching out for it. And I feel like, I don't know, it looks like, you got to do what's best for you. But if you see any of this nonsense in it, like the Five of Swords, this is somebody not having value for you, somebody who doesn't know how to make a decision, someone who acts like a child on a real big level. You know what I mean? So that's the things that you're looking out for, and you're like saying, like, I gotta choose what's best for me. So I feel like there is someone new coming in, but you're real suspicious of them. You know what I mean? And you have every right. I don't think they're suspicious of you, though, because I've seen, like, I don't know. It could go either way. That could be your energy or theirs. I'm not sure. 8:30. All right. Wait. Aries. Now we're going to be looking at like an old person. You want to look at the old person? If you're thinking about an ex, we get a whole nother deck of cards and look and see what's going on with an old person. Somebody that you have on your mind. Let's see what's happening in that situation. King of Wands. So let's see. And Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Cups. So it looks to me like to be honest, it looks like you walked away from somebody, you know, or they walked away from you. There's a King of Wands and a Wheel of Fortune telling me that was probably meant to happen. This is a Two of Cups relationship. It's a soul friend. So it's probably... Let's see. Justice. So there's something changing in this relationship. You know what I mean? Because the Wheel of Fortune is change, positive change in your favor in this situation. Somebody left. Now, the wheel could have been bringing in that energy, like pushing you toward a different thing. Like, no, you can't be with this specific, your higher self is going like, no, this is not good for us. But it could also be saying, like, as you walk away, here comes this Two of Cups. Could be a Libra you're dealing with. Someone bringing in fairness or helping you see the justice about something, right? The truth about something. So this new person coming in, there could be like, this is an old person that you walked away from, or they walked away from you. And then here comes this new person, and they're bringing in truth, King of Swords. Could be an air sign you're dealing with. Again, there's the Libra card there. So the Hierophant. This is about learning lessons and spiritual lessons, you know. I feel like, you know, there's been a lot of sadness in this relationship. Like you feel like, you know, this is the Nightmare card. It's telling me like you've been in a nightmare about this. There was a tower. You know, that's what caused the walking away. And I feel like this was like a pretty quick change, right? It just fell to the ground here. And I feel like you're sad, but at the same time, like, remember, this is like learning lessons. But there's so much love here, huh? There's so much love. Queen of Wands. So you have a King and Queen of Wands here, which are a pair, right? So I keep looking at that Two Cups, you know, it's here. Like, I don't know if you guys look at the way I have the cards stacked down here, but it's telling me that this King of Wands is the Two of Cups. And I don't know if you guys are married or something, but the Hierophant is here. If it's not about being married, it's about learning a really big lesson about love and possibly passion, just because of the way the cards are kind of lining up. You know, like, I'm feeling like there could be somebody who's confusing passion and love, um, for sure. Like that might only be for one person, but I feel like it. You know how sometimes, you know, like the passion that we feel with another person, like this King and Queen, I bet they're fire. You know, they're both fire energy. They're both fire together. The passion they have, right? And it's hard to like let that kind of shit go. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here, you know. But like, there are one, two, three, four major arcanas out of um, 12. So one third of these are supposed to happen. The Tower was supposed to happen. Oh, wait, there's another one, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Justice card. So actually, you have quite a few, two, four, five of them. Okay, and so like you're learning something about love, and there is a child in the very beginning of this reading in the Ten of Cups. And you know what I think? I think that whatever this relationship was or is or whatever, it's about, honestly, it's about probably inner child wounding. Like this person probably came in to like, I don't know, change the way you feel about love, about commitment, about and sex. Like, are they the same? Are they different? What does it mean to me specifically? Have you ever really sat and thought about that? I sure have. You know, like, is love really connected to passion, or is it something different? You know. So I feel like there's something here and like a lesson to be learned about that. I feel like it's all about strength here. I feel like you're hanging on to this relationship, even though it's clear that somebody walked away here. So this happened a while ago. And this is all about how you feel about love. Having this person walk away from you was a terrible tower moment and it hurt like hell, is what I'm seeing, Aries. Like you feel imbalanced and you're trying to ask yourself, like, what in the hell just happened to me? You know, like what was the point of all of that? Like, why did I experience this thing that made me feel all kinds of beautiful things, and then all just like that I felt like this, like Nightmare card. I do see you getting your your confidence here with these two cards, confidence and love. Like that's kind of what's changing here. You've got the Ten of Cups, you've got the Queen of of Wands here, which is about having confidence in yourself, you know. Confidence in this is about owning your beauty, your power, your love. you know, and not being apologetic for it. Like the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands are just very sure, and they just don't, you know, they're not afraid to say who they are, be who they are. I feel like that's kind of what's happening with you because you've been through a lot, Aries. So let me see if we can figure out, like, I feel like that this card and like just the reading is talking about childhood wounding, and I think that this person like brought something like that back into your head, or like just brought it forward, you know. Yeah, there's messages. Yeah, it is. It's about your memories. So something's happening here with the Wheel of Fortune. There's a change in the way you feel about your past, you know. I feel like your higher self is the one giving you this, and I'll tell you where it's probably giving you this is like in an energy like that. Because this is when we really, you know, our human being is so broken. We are ready to receive some kind of answer. We're ready to receive it or see the justice, you know. So that's what's going on in the center here with this, you know, person from the past. And then over here, it's like somebody walked away. Um, it was a tower moment, but really the end result is the strength card, you know? So you are revamping like how you feel. And it's about something when you were a kid. I just know it is. It's because of all the pages that have been, yeah, it's your thoughts. And you do have spirit guides assisting you here through this. So this person that really hurt you, you know what I mean? And that's on your mind, and that's the reason you're even watching this video is because of this person. You know what I mean? They walked away and it was a tower, and you're wondering, like, what the hell? I kind of feel like you're in this energy, like this energy right here, this nightmare card. Like you're like, what the fuck just happened? That wasn't fair. There was a turn of events. Wheel of Fortune comes in, and all of a sudden things are made more fair. So show me how that's happening here. You're seeing the justice while you're in the nightmare card. You're seeing maybe the way you've deceived yourself or the way other people have deceived you, you know, into thinking. There's truth coming in. There's another air card too. So yeah, you could definitely see what's happening here is like as you figure out as you kind of figure out the purpose of it, you know, like sometimes it's hard and sometimes some people don't want to really find out the purpose. But I actually am the kind of person that says, why did that happen? Like what did I learn? Did I learn anything? Like what was the lesson? You know what I mean? So here's Uranus, which is, you know, like a tower, right? So it's telling me Uranus and the tower is telling me that this is your opportunity to go for something new. This is your opportunity to fly, to be free, to go for something brand new. New opportunities coming in. Could be in love, but let's ask. What's the new opportunity coming in for Aries, Spirit? Whoops, I had those backwards. Truth. Truth that's going to set you free, you know? It could be truth about your own passion. Like, I'm not saying like a sexual passion, but more like a passion, like stuff that lights your soul on fire. I feel like they're telling you there could be money in that. Yeah, and it's faded. It's something that you love. It's going to change your world. Trust divine timing. Whatever this cool idea is of truth, like, so you're getting truth, something shocking happens. It could be like a new idea, right? But it's definitely taking you to a new place. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Water, which is doing something you love, being with somebody that you love. It is fated. I think this is like kind of like being on a road and there's a sudden like you take the right, you know, the fork in the road. You take it. You don't stay on the straight path, you turn, right? And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here for you. Trust the process here. There's transformation going on from you, and this person, this relationship, this connection is what gave it to you. So you can't be upset about it. Like I'm telling you right now, if you're upset about it, quit being upset because it's changing your life. I know you feel a little confused, but like the energy is changing here, and there's some kind of offer of love here and a new beginning with the seeds card, right? So I don't know that it's this person coming in, but it's something. You know what I mean? So, at the very minimum, what's happening is you're being shifted onto your North Node path, which is right now the North Node is in Aries. So, it could be about you kind of like standing up, taking charge of your own life. Like, this is, what's next for me or whatever. Okay, so that's what I got for Aries. Let's look at the time. Oh my God, that's a long reading. Okay, we're going to have to do something different here for Taurus. I don't have 240 minutes today, I don't think, to do 20-minute readings for everything. Okay, so we'll just try and go a little quicker here for Taurus. I put that on Aries, my God. Okay, Spirit, let's look at Taurus's love. We want to talk about new love here. The Star card could be dealing with Aquarius. Maybe there's a message coming in. I think it's like a good message. You don't know what to do. You're not sure if this could be the best form of, like, should I do this or not? Two of Wands. Is this going to propel me forward on my path? Right? Ace of Swords. Something about truth. Some kind of new truth, new maybe communication, right? I feel like this could be somebody from the past or like somebody, yeah, I am doing a love reading. So 3 of Cups. So it's about reconciliation. It's about a reunion. And maybe that's what's coming in is like, you've been waiting maybe for the message. It's a message of truth, obviously. And it's a reconciliation. I think it's what you've been wanting. This is definitely an old person, right? Let's see. All right. Okay. So when you make this decision, I feel like what you're doing is you're kind of looking through your past. 5 of Swords, right? So you're kind of looking at the past, maybe like your cycle, your pattern that you've been in, like have you truly been true to yourself? Like, here's the Queen of Pentacles. It's about knowing your value. So when you make this decision, please make sure to know your value. Don't go by past events. Go by who you are, and how you feel about yourself. And hopefully that is as beautiful as the Queen of Wands because she knows her value. She's as filled with spirit, Okay, so in the center here, you get this message from somebody, and it's somebody that you feel like you missed an opportunity with, and you're not sure exactly what to do with this message, right? But deep down, like over here, it's telling me like you've been waiting for the truth to come out. You've been waiting. Your higher self is here too. So the High Priestess, right? So tap into that energy and find out how your higher self really feels about all of it. You know what I mean? Because if you go up this way, like over here, it's like your higher self talking about the reconciliation, right? Should I? This is in the center of your reading. So like I feel like this is a big deal for you right now. Should I take this up, this offer? So the answer is like, what's really going to propel you forward? 2 of Wands. What is going to be for your highest good and growth? If this is someone from the past, which I think it is, because I feel like you missed an opportunity here. If it's not someone from the past, it could be a new person, but you're still hung up on the person from the past that walked away and you feel like you left an opportunity, So the new person comes in and you're like, I don't know. I'm kind of wait. I'm kind of waiting for this person to come back. You know, I want a new beginning with that person. All right. So you want a new beginning with the old person. You feel like you missed an opportunity, and you're just kind of like, all right. So let's see. Let's just see how the old person. Let's see what this old person is like. Because at Taurus, it looks to me like you're just stuck on it. Like you're not really willing to, let the old thing go. And you're like, tell me what kind of relationship this is. Why are they so stuck on it? It says, let your friends help you. You deserve to be loved. You are lovable. So, and release your ex. Okay. So the reason that this is so hard to let go of is because you do really love them. You have that feeling. It's true. It's real. I feel like it's really important that you release this energy. Like I'm getting that so hard from this. Like it's telling me like, yeah, it started out like maybe you guys met and you liked each other, like friendly. Like you're really like, wow, this person is super funny, super cool. Like I belly laughed with this person. They're my friend. And then it kind of moved into like a little flirting. And then you realize that you love them. The thing is that I feel like just because of these cards here, I feel like something, is going on where you're not 100% sold on the fact that you deserve to be loved. Like, for some reason, like, that's got to be related to like a childhood thing, right? Isn't that a child? It is. There's a child energy here with the Page of Swords and this Five of Wands too, like, or Five of Swords, right? This is about a struggle. I feel like if you really look at this card, Five of Swords, and you know the meaning of the card, right? I feel like this is like maybe you in the background, like, because it's the same person. You know what I mean? This person kind of alone and feeling like, I don't know, lost, kind of alone, like looking at the water. He's standing in the water, both of them are. But then he stands up and comes to the front of his life. Like back here, he's pondering, he's emotional. He's in the water, and that's what water represents. But here, he's armed with the truth. He's armed with arrows of truth, right? So maybe he's figuring it out back here, all the emotional stuff, and then standing up and saying, like, you know what? No, this is not the truth. It's not true that I'm not worthy. I'm very valuable. This is you figuring out what is best for you. You know what I mean? This five is like you looking at all your emotional stuff in the background. And you're kind of thinking I think what you're figuring out here is that you deserve to be loved. And I feel like that's been a big message, like, I don't know, maybe for like the last month or so. I feel like we're all kind of getting a dose of that. Like there's something, happening with that. I think all the planets get retrograding and all that. We're looking at our life as a child and realizing how much that plays into our now, right? And into our future. So I do feel like, yeah, this is true love. Let's see if we can let's get some advice about it. Okay. So the reason that this is a sad situation and somebody walked away, clarifying Four of Cups here, I'm asking what happened. It's a shattered wine glass here, is what it says, heartbreak and shattered. And the grass is greener, possibilities. So your heart is shattered. I feel like maybe that's why like you feel like somebody left because there was somebody better than you. And that's what happened. And I think it upsets you because it was a fated connection. It was an important meeting, right? But this person that you're with, just not committed, not a committal person. They're independent. That's their comfort zone. They can't be with someone. They can't. I just want you to know that. There's somebody here that just is just non-committal, whoever this person is that walked away, you know. And it made you feel some kind of way, very familiar to when you were a kid, rejected, unlovable, that kind of thing. This person was placed into your life. Your higher self knows it. So tell me what the high priest wants to say to Taurus. Yeah, there's a new direction coming in. I feel like spirit, your higher self is saying, like, yeah, it's time to change direction here, but it's got to begin with your foundation. So, what's your foundation? What's your home like? What are you like on your foundation? You know, I feel like you want safety and comfort. You know, I feel like maybe there's some of you Tauruses who are tapped into music, you know, so maybe you want to like use that to like connect in with your higher self, whatever your thing is, you know, if it's music or whatever. I feel like it's just time to make changes and experience new things, you know, like this person that came in that's making you feel like all of that, like you have to compete for their love and all that. It is a cycle that you need to like close out, because I think it started when you were younger. So I kind of feel like until you clear your energy of this past person, you know, I don't even think you're going to notice anyone new, because you're sitting here waiting for a message from somebody from the past. And I understand. It's crazy. The Emperor I just split the deck because I kind of wanted to know like what's happening. And that's what's coming out. This is the North Node. Where the North Node is at right now is in the Emperor energy. So I kind of feel like what it's saying, Taurus, is like it's kind of time for you to stand up and take charge of your life, you know, in the direction that it's going, because it's time right now to change direction. And I think it's not just you, Taurus, it's like everybody. You know, we're all having this, it's a big awakening worldwide. So I'm sure you must be feeling it. Hello, honey. Thank you for coming. Nice to have you here. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for joining me. So that's what I see about love for you, Taurus. Let's see what Gemini's got. 3308. Okay. Let's look and see what's going on for Gemini's love life. What's coming in for Gemini for love? What do they need to know about? Whoops. I feel like the Harvest card flipped over. The Seven of Pentacles. So you're trying to figure out where you want to put your energy in at this point. Like you've invested in something, but you haven't gotten much return, is what I feel like. And you're trying to figure out like, should I keep investing in it? I think you're gonna. Because I feel like you do see like the progress or whatever it is that you're getting out of it. Eight of Pentacles, you continue to work. But what's happening here with the Eight of Wands is you're actually tapping into spirit and saying like, okay, I want your help, spirit. Like I want your help, right? So let's see what's going on. Tell me about Seven of Pentacles for Gemini. Okay. So there's a decision you have to make and like you don't know. I hate this card. Five of Swords, this one. It's like somebody didn't have value for you, like, or your work. And so you're wondering, like, are they right? You know? I think you're just trying to make a big decision here about where to invest. Because there's somebody here that didn't have value for you. Here's what your higher self is telling you. It's time to let it go. Ten of Swords. Move on. Move out of the energy. Because this energy clearly is somebody who doesn't have value for you or your work, right? There's the Knight of Pentacles. So that could be you. you know, working on something like the Knight, right? It's a slow process here. This could be, I feel like this could be talking about money too. So let's just slide over into money for 1 second, because I feel like sometimes things are related. Like, so you have this relationship, right? And someone felt the other one was inferior, right? I'm going to say you're the one that ends up feeling like you're less than. There's somebody here that didn't have value for you, and you're finally deciding, like, even though it's an impossible decision to make, you're deciding to end it. And your higher self is saying, bravo. I'm glad you're deciding on your own to move along and to end this situation now. Let's get back to our plan. Knight of Pentacles. Let's get on with the show. And the show is Six of Wands. Gemini. This is for you to become famous or something. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, you know. So this could be some kind of like, well, something that's in your soul plan. I really do feel like the Knight of Pentacles is kind of about that, you know. It's kind of like the planner of the cards, right? And he takes his time, right? And I kind of feel like it's so much like what our soul is like before we come here. It plans everything so carefully. You know what I mean? Down to every last detail. They want to experience a certain kind of life and experiences, right? And this is the experience that lets them kind of like, I don't know, take charge of their own life. Remember that the North Node is in Aries, so it is time for each one of us to stand up into our own power and take charge of it. Kind of feel like that's what's going on here. Soul leading the way, taking your right to victory here. So what is the victory? It could be money. You know what I mean? Because you're working on something here. You've been working on it. And I think somebody might have told you that it wasn't really worth anything. You know? Could be even like you're not worth anything. So if you have someone in your life that makes you feel such a way, I hope you really do walk away from it. So what are you working on here, Gemini, with the Eight of Pentacles? This could be what you're working on. You're working on finding justice, making things fair. So that's a Libra card, and you know where Libra is at, or you know what's in Libra, right? I'm speaking of the South Node. So there's something here that's a Libra attribute that I think you're letting go of. And when you do, I feel like it's a whole new world. Justice, right? So justice is kind of like looking at every situation and seeing where it led you next. And the reason that that's so important is so that we can accept our life instead of sitting around feeling bad about it. You know what I mean? This is about accepting all of it. And no matter where you have to dig for the information to find out what the justice is, sometimes it can be like any of the stuff we left ourselves to look at, right? So any astrology placements, like that kind of thing, you might see something in there that makes sense to you. Your numerology, you know, your life path number, your soul urge number. Those are the things that we came here to experience, our soul, and that intricate planning that they did. You see, the soul just wants us to succeed, right? But I feel like there's victory here. You're doing it. You're doing what you came here to do, is all I know. Okay, so yeah, there's a harvest card. I feel like your higher self is coming out here in this new beginning, right? So remember when I was saying like something's paying off. It's something you've been doing, working on. It's about pentacles, but it's coming to a harvest. Like, wow, what is it, right? It's something connected to heartbreak and change, forced change. Like something had to happen, something ended. I mean, Three of Swords. You think about Three of Swords having three swords stabbed into your heart, right? So I feel like that actually, I see it changing who you are. Here you are with, it's about emotions too, and Wheel of Fortune. And the tree, there it is, the world tree. So you see what's happening here. Like what you're working on is closing out a cycle. It's got to do with heartbreak, emotions, and the harvest card, which remember, it's already kind of leaning in toward like there's a lot of money coming for you, you know, but there's some other stuff that has to be let go of, transformed, you know, transmuted, like as far as energy goes. So here's one of them, like this Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups, right? So it's like you have a heartbreak and you maybe you're moving into a new home, or it feels like everything is dilapidated and like dark, and there is a little light here. And don't forget that the big hope of the swan, right? The transformation in the swan. Remember the story of the ugly duckling? And then when it grows up, right, it's the most beautiful of all of them because it's really a swan. And I kind of feel like there's a story or a message in that, you know? So I feel like there's something about walking away from something that actually, you know, ends up being like the coolest thing you've ever done. You know what I mean? It is about surrendering. It's about hooking up with your higher self and trusting it. You know what I mean? Trusting the closing out of the cycle, trusting the new beginning that's coming in for you. So feel like something new coming. Tell me about the Eight of Wands for Gemini. What are they trying to manifest here? A change in the way you feel. Look at Eight of Wands. So there's the Five of Pentacles. You feel like you're not enough for someone. Huh? You know someone, or you want someone, or you had someone. I think there's some Geminis here that maybe deep down you feel like you're not enough for love. Like you don't have enough to offer a lover. It's not true. It's not true at all. So how can we get rid of this energy for, um, let me ask this one. That's the energy right there. Every time that will stop us in our tracks, that Five of Pentacles, you know, because we're feeling all like, are we good enough, you know? And I feel like you feel like you're not good enough for someone. Maybe it's because of this, you know, over here, this Five of Pentacles, someone telling you you're not enough. And you believed it. That could have been something that happened when you were 5 years old. And you're still thinking it. It's stuck with you every step of the way. You know, that's what happens. But you're coming out of it. It's ending. I mean, all over the place, I see endings here. Look at the sun coming out again. So it's saying, like, you know what? Look at the sun for what you want, right? The strength you need, the empowerment you need. Look around and see what you already have in your life. Because sometimes I feel like we get to feeling so sorry for ourselves that we don't even see that we have all kinds of cool shit around us already. I feel like some of you need to start loving yourself more, doing things that make you happy, that make you feel that sunshine energy, right? And Gemini, this is your card, the lover. You know, that is you. So are you putting the wands on you to like change this energy? Because it looks like it, right? I feel like speaking your truth. I feel like what your higher self is telling you is like, this feeling of not being enough is a lie. And you have spirit guides and assisting you trying to do that. I feel like you're detached and cold. You feel a lot like really closed off. I feel like there's a lot of regret. I mean, I'm also seeing like there's some of you maybe that like numb your feelings or like try to take a different way out. You know what I mean? Like this could be about alcohol or drugs or anything like that, numbing yourself out from feeling this, you know? And so when we do stuff like that, do you feel like that's self-care? You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know. I think if you feel like using any kind of substance to, like, change your feelings, I feel like you're deceiving yourself. And I also feel like there could be some of you who are tempted to go back to an old behavior. Don't. You know, it's this feeling that makes us reach for the old behaviors that don't help us, right? So what I see happening here is a lot of growth here in yourself, in your higher self. Um, let's see about this big pain. 3 of Swords. Tell me what this is about. There's a separation. It was a codependent relationship. And Spirit is saying, like, let yourself get free from that because you need to control your own life. And like I said, that is the energy right now with the North Node in Aries. It's kind of just, it's pulling us all toward that, like lifting us up and saying, like, you're the fucking emperor. Stand up. You can manifest anything, you know? But when we're feeling this way, we're not standing at all. We're sitting here in the cold, alone. We feel poor. We feel depleted, right? So Spirit is saying, like, don't hang on to this relationship. Just don't. Just let it go. It wasn't meant for you. It's over. It was destined to end. Like it wasn't okay for you to be in this. You know, a lot of times what I feel like is like, so the Harvest card is here, right? It's the 20 card. So it's about judgment. It's about your soul coming out. It's your soul making an appearance to you. You know what I mean? Like you're feeling that soul energy and they're showing you stuff about yourself, all the color and life inside of you. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of activity here. And when you decide that you'll let your soul lead you, you know, like, yeah, I'm pretty sick of being in this spot here. Why don't you show me like how abundant I am, Spirit? Would you do that? Your spirited, your higher self is like more than happy to show you, you know? And so it's kind of like this energy where you get into like, okay, I surrender. I surrender this feeling that I'm not enough. I'm tired of it. You know, it's something, it's a 5 that I learned when I was 5, right? Or whatever. Like, I feel like a lot of times this thing right here, it shows 2 adults, but I think a lot of times it's when we're kids and some retarded, not retarded, I'm sorry I use that word, but some ignorant, let's say ignorant adult says something that makes you feel smaller than you even are. You know what I mean? And then it just stays in your head. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what it is, like your ears are too big, who knows, right? You can't keep the color inside of the black line around the thing, you know, so you stop coloring completely. Like it's that kind of thing, you know? So I feel like this is happening in your love arena, and it's just this cycle. So I think what you're working on right now is you're, you know, making friends with your higher self. Looks like it's working good. Hi, Coco.
Hey.
What's she doing?
Saying hi to everybody.
Oh.
And just saying, also I was asking you, Banner's gone at his football game, so I was wondering, can you tell me when 2 hours is up?
I can. Let me see if I can find out what time it is. Is it going to be gone 2 hours?
No, 2 hours left of his game.
Oh, it's so 11 o'clock, so it will be 1.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that's what his brothers were saying.
Okay.
His brother was like, so he should be back about 1.
Okay.
So can you just tell me when that's done? Okay. Hi,
so,
everybody.
So if that's your story, I feel like you're vibing at a healing level. And so maybe, to be honest, maybe right now wouldn't be the best time to, you know, fall in love because you're kind of like trying to figure out your own self, trying to figure out what's coming in next, right? Thank you. Thank you, Milky. How's it going? Thanks for coming. Let me see if there's, let's see, where am I at for time? 49. Okay, I better go to Cancer. 49. I hope that helped you, Gemini. Here is Cancer. Let's get a different deck and get some different messages here. Cancer. We're talking about love, Spirit. Let's see what's going on here. Coming in for love for Cancer. What's going on? King of Pentacles. Three of Swords. And the Ten of Swords. So it looks like somebody lost somebody, right? It's a lot of heartbreak here. King of Pentacles. So this could be like, I don't know, like, you know what I think about that is like the breadwinner, the one who supplies all the, the coin or most of it. Like this is someone who's stable in their money, stable in work. And then there's some kind of like just ending here. So it could be somebody walked away. It doesn't say that though. It says your heart's broken. It says something happened and there's a transformation happening. So this could be like talking about somebody that you counted on dying. This could be somebody that you counted on, I don't know, just breaking your heart some way. Oh, you had lots of love for them, huh? Okay, so Six of Wands, Ace of Cups. Okay, this is definitely a lot of love. There, it does look like there's some kind of love coming in quickly here, but I feel like Ten of Cups. You're moving toward the Ten of Cups after this Tower. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at what's going on here. You've got the Ten of Cups, or the Ten of Swords, and the Tower, coming in with a Knight of Swords. So it's telling me that there's something that's changing and it's coming in fast. This is more like future energy. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing past, present, and future, this side over here is future one. So I feel like there is a transformation. It's coming in very, very quickly. It could be the way you see things, the way you do things, but the transformation is in you. It's kind of like a butterfly, like you're the caterpillar turning into the butterfly in this situation. I do see you flying here in the future. Like this situation has changed you and you're gonna fly free, fly high, fly right. Now over here in the past we have the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So it tells me that somebody here had a pretty damn solid, successful relationship, and I don't know what happened, right? Because in the now, it tells me that you're sad about it, like your heart's broken. Maybe you're starting to heal, because I do feel like this looks like melting ice. So I'm wondering if like this has been a while and you're starting to heal. I feel like Six of Swords is one of the important cards here. And it's actually, can you see what's going here? So we got Six of Wands here. We got Six of Swords here. Don't forget what sixes are. They're like kind of karmic planned stuff. You know what I mean? They're things that we had planned. Oops, there's my eye drop thing. So what's happening is there's a transformation. Remember me telling you like you're cocooning, you're changing, something's changing, you're getting your wings here, and Spirit's taking you out of this energy. They're saying like it's time for you to fly. And here you are. They're moving you out of the energy into this one. So this is the card of success and victory. Now, since we're doing a love reading, I'm going to say that there's someone coming in offering love to you. It's a new cup of love. I don't think you're expecting it, and I don't even know how you would feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, it looks to me like you're just going through a lot of changes yourself, But there's new love. There's a new cup of love here. It's coming in, you know? Yeah, so let's see. You could be dealing with like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Tower card, I kind of feel like that's Scorpio and Aries. Um, and that's really the only major on your thing here. So there is a tower moment and all these other things happening around the tower. You know, there's an ending, there's a new beginning, there's new love, there's success, right? So let's see. So you're closing out some kind of thing. Tell me where the tell me about that 6 of wands or swords. Where are you taking them? To the King of Wands. And healing. So they're healing you so that you can let go of something. Four of Swords, you want to see it? Four of Swords, I mean, that definitely looks like grief, doesn't it? But the Four of Swords is about resting, healing, letting go of what? Five of Pentacles, feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like there's something not quite right with you. King of Wands is definitely one of the most confident cards in the deck. So when I'm saying spirit, where are you taking them in the 6? Remember, the 6 is like you're in a boat and you're like in the river and it's like high white water river, right? And you're just like topsy turvy, like you're barely hanging on, you know? And then a guide comes here in the 6 of Wands and takes you to somewhere smoother, somewhere safer, a different energy, right? So it's this one. It's like really kind of owning your power and letting go of these false beliefs about yourself, like I'm not enough, um, or this grieving, right? Like they're healing you as they drive you out of there. So King of Wands. So they're giving you some kind of like super power with the King of Wands. So is this a person, spirit? Is that a person or is that Cancer receiving that energy? I think it's maybe a passionate offer. You know what I mean? It could be an offer of passion. It could start a whole new like reality for you with the Ace of Wands. You also have Ace of Cups. So do you want a new beginning? Because I feel like there's someone coming in. But I definitely feel like you need confidence in order to, I don't know, like attract this, right? Like energy attracts like, right? So tell me, spirit, about this tower in the future. Tell me about the tower in the future. Okay. This is someone who made a promise and didn't keep it. The tower is clarified by the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. So it's about surrendering this tower moment. You have to surrender it. You just have to say that to your higher self, like, I don't even fucking know what to do with this energy. It's too much. I need change quickly. So I see you kind of like just giving that up here. But you see what's happening with this, like we're reading about love, Cancer, right? So there is somebody here. It's going to be successful, but there's some energy, there's some stuff that you need to like bring into like calm before this can happen. Spirit is telling me that, you know, okay, so you got to love yourself first. I feel like this person honestly is really attracted to you. I feel like they're worth waiting for. But like at the same time, like it's telling me that you have to love yourself first. You know, this could be involving marriage or like some kind of divine connection. So if you're dealing with a divine connection, which is what it sort of looks like in the romance cards, there's a divine coming in, maybe even somebody you're going to marry. It's somebody that you definitely feel is worth waiting for once they get here, right? Um, but it requires you to love yourself. And I feel like when you look at all these cards, the original cards, right? Looks like you're having a hard time with that, you know, because you already felt the love, the Ten of Cups. You already felt like man, this is it. This is the foundation, right? But it didn't work out. It didn't work out, and there was a tower, and I don't know what you don't know what to do with it. But like here you are over here. There's telling me that there's a lot of really big, cool things. You know, you guys, I'm seeing like five fives. I mean, not five, but three fives on here. And fives in numerology kind of represent really quick change. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is going to happen pretty quickly. It's probably got something to do with Uranus, I bet. But I feel like this is you kind of healing yourself from something in the past, you know? Let's see here. So yeah, it's talking about some kind of communication coming in. There's a message or somebody's traveling toward you, which kind of makes sense here, right? So you've got a message coming in or someone coming toward you very quickly. It could be a air sign, but it seems like it's unexpected. You weren't expecting it. Unexpected storm. You feel a little guarded when they get here. This is a toxic kind of energy, and you're wondering like, this person's coming back, but this was a toxic pattern of mine, and so what do you want to do? You know what I mean? You've got the divine feminine here with a really big third eye going on. She knows what to do when this person comes in. Is this your is this your divine? Because look at what the card says, union. Um, and then like an integration. So I don't know. So is it toxic or is it a divine? Is it toxic or is it a divine coming in? It's a soul tie. But this was a fucked up relationship. Like somebody was trying to control the other person. And maybe there was a lot of isolating going on and vulnerability going on and like hermiting, right? So you're just kind of like in your own place, trying to figure out what you even believe. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that too. Because here you are in your divine energy, and you're like, this person comes back in, you know there's something. You know there's some kind of soul bond. You feel it. Otherwise, you wouldn't give a shit, right? You wouldn't give a shit if this person came or left or whatever. They'd be like every other loser. You just like, see you later, like flicking a booger off your fucking, finger or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like you are confused about this person coming in because you're feeling like this was a fucking toxic relationship. There was a lot of controlling behavior here. What does the divine feminine feel like about this relationship? It's feeling like, I feel like there's been a lot of growth through the summer this year in both people. you know um so I mean, don't you want to know more? Because I kind of do, Cancer. Let's see. Let's see what should we ask? I want to know about the person that you're dealing with here, Cancer. Like the true thing about them, like there's a reunion, there's a soul tie, but they sure. So there's a message coming in from the person, right? Communication. It could be like an email or it could be a phone call, but there's definitely some kind of news about it, right? And it's playful. It's a playful message. It's kind of like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's somebody who thinks of you as a very good friend, who sees you as loyal, and maybe they are also loyal. There's a deep friendship here between this in this relationship. In like, I mean, like everything else, right? I mean, you got to have the marbling and the marbling of the fat in a prime rib in order to have grape flavor, right? But nobody likes to eat the fat anymore. Right? I can remember it being a big like thing when I was a kid. My grandparents loved fat, to eat the fat. It was so good. But like now, we all just like no thanks on the fat. But um it's necessary if you want to have a good prime rib, right? So that the reason I'm talking about prime rib is because I'm talking about the marbling here. Because you got really great meat here, right? You've got the soul tie card, you've got the love card. There's a lot of love here. You've got integration card, you've got a divine, you've got a lot of growth here, you got stability, but you got a lot of other stuff like that fat that's in the way, you know, like control issues, isolating issues, toxic patterns, feeling guarded and vulnerable. Like there's all this fat in between all the meat, and so I don't know why I even said that, but thank you, Spirit, whatever that meant. Hopefully, oh, this must be your reading, huh, Milky? Thanks for coming. Well, let's see what kind of song sums up this relationship of this integrated reunion soul tie. Let's see what the song is really truly for both people. Just one song. Oh my God, I'm All Out of Love by Air Supply. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Barry Manilow song Looks Like We Made It. So I feel like there's one or both of you right at the moment feeling like I'm lost without you. You know what I mean? I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long, right? Um, it can't be too late to say that I was so wrong. So both of you are feeling some type of way in this relationship. Both of you are feeling like you did at least one thing that could have been perceived as hurtful or controlling or isolating, right? But let me just tell you what I'm seeing here is a triggering relationship. I don't know that it's going to be a forever one, um, like a forever love thing. I don't know. I can't see that here. But I do feel like there's a reunion coming. Um, I think it's unexpected. And yeah, it definitely looks like there's some kind of coming together, for these two people. This one's the Barry Manilow song, Looks Like We Made It. So I feel like what they're saying is like, eventually this is going to all work out, That Looks Like We Made It card. Have you ever heard that song by Barry Manilow? You should listen to it. I would sing to you, but I just don't feel like singing today. And I don't really sing that great, so. All right, so that's what I feel like is coming on here. Okay. Let's go to Leo. Okay, Leo. Let's use this new deck. This is such of a fun deck. I just got it. It's called Wayward, or I don't know where the box is. I usually have it. There it is. Here it is. You guys want to see it? Wild Reflections Tarot deck. It's pretty cool. And it wasn't that expensive. I went online to buy this one deck that I saw somebody else using. It's new. And it's called like Alice in Wonderland meets Dorothy or something like that. Anyway, I was watching the reading and looking at the cards and I'm like, oh my God, I must have that deck. I love the messages. They're just so good. And I looked it up and it's like $80 deck. Hello. $80? Can you imagine if I paid $80 for every one of these decks? I mean, I got at least, I don't know, 40 decks of cards, I bet. But they're usually about $40, but I just couldn't do the 80. I just couldn't do it. And these ones were only like 17 bucks. And I love them. So super excited about finding them. Angels, spirits, and guides tell me about Leo and their love life. Okay, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, looks like love. Definitely. You got some hot babe on the beach. Oh, you're heartbroken. Three of Swords, something just happened that hurt you. Feel like you're hanging on to it. I think you want to do something new, but Temperance. Lots of big changes coming in for you, Leo. This is about transmuting energy, like it's a good card to show it too. You've got the two, the dark and the light, the shadow and the sun, right? And we need both. We have to have both of them on this planet, right? We're not just pure love like spirit is. We're pure love and some darkness too, shadows. That's what makes us human. It's things that happen to us that we don't want to accept, but we can't really. I mean, we have to. It just happened. The heartbreak happened, and you know what I mean. And then you got to do something with this energy. Like you can't live here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a message there for somebody. Like, this is Saint Germain energy to the Temperance card, and I just feel like this is what's happening worldwide kind of right now, is like this great awakening. We're awakening to the fact that we have this soul that's really magic and can do anything if we can tap in to it. We have the power to change things, change our reality, change our own energy. We're magic people. And that is the pretty much the one and only reason that I even have this channel. It's called Tuning into Spirit because that's what I'm trying to help all of you do. Tune into that higher piece of yourself that's able to create this magic, this one, where you take the light and the dark and you realize, you know, they belong together here and you can do something with the energy. Look, even here, like this is the sun coming out. Like, okay, I'll just stop here. That's your card too, Leo, is the sun card. But like what I see here is the King of Pentacles. So that's about kind of like knowing your value. It's about being able to transmute money, like turn anything into money if you want to. Like this is the energy. If you tapped 100% into that King of Pentacles energy, you'd be able to touch things and turn it into gold according to story, right? And so I feel like maybe you're kind of like doing that, but there's something going on right now inside of you. It's inside of you, it's childhood, and it hurts. And I feel like, that's the center of the reading. I feel like you're hanging on to something that you lost. You feel very small, like a child. You don't know what to do with the emotion. You know what I mean? It feels like, man, this is like a story in my life. Five of Swords. I feel like somebody's like processing emotion here in this card. This is Five of Swords in this deck, and I really fucking love it because it's not about someone fucking you over. It's about you dealing with your own emotions with the truth. You know what I mean? Like swords are truth, and that's what's happening here. You're like thinking about all the emotional stuff and like transmuting the energy, just kind of like the bottom of the deck. Okay, so how do you transmute the energy? You've got this queen here, and she's all about like, she's a very emotional, the Queen of Cups is a very emotional energy. I have one deck where it shows her like being all the way up to her arm, like her elbows, in tears, and then she surrenders. And so, like, yeah, there's something here that needs to be surrendered. And I think it has something to do with your own stability with the King of Pentacles. He is a stable energy. I feel like you're hanging on to something, and maybe even Three of Cups, maybe you're hoping for a reunion, you know, because we are talking about love. So someone hurt you, and I feel like you're just processing the emotions here. I feel like you're ready to like start something new here because you're kind of coming into your own energy. You're going to come out of this Three of Swords. You are, but it's going to be the way you're going to do it is by looking at what you're grateful for. You know how sometimes when we're really sad, we just stay right here. We do. We can't move. We are in grief. We can't do anything. We're just stuck right there. Or are we? And for how long? Right? Because, I mean, you can surrender. I think you already know how. I think you might even be doing it right now, but you're still hanging on to it. So it's still here, you know, in the future. You like this pain, you know? So Spirit is saying, like, you want to try something new, some new feelings. You want to try something new besides pain. Come with me. This is the Fool card. This is about starting a brand new path, you know? So you could be going down a brand new path. I feel like underneath you got pretty low vibe here. So to be honest, anyone coming into your life right now is not going to be a good match because you're too sad and you're going to be attracting more sad. You know what I mean? So you got to vibe up. You got to. You know, you got to be in this King of Pentacles. I see you were there at one point. Like, I can do anything. I am stability, right? You have it there. But there's something going on. It could be with a child, right? Like something about your child. This could be about a message that's got you all shook up, you know? But definitely, I feel like this is all about you healing. But tell me about love. Tell me, clarify the King of Pentacles. Calling in your soulmate. Good for you. So you're headed in that direction where you want a soulmate, right? You want somebody who likes to do the same shit as you. You might even be thinking about somebody you already know. This is somebody, Leo, that you just dig. Like, this is somebody you like to play with. They like the same things as you. You guys do things together, right? This is a soulmate. Thing is, like, yeah, is there an ex that needs to be released? Because I feel like you're hanging on to something, you know? Now, if it's this person, like if you're hanging on to this soulmate person, but you need to release it, there is a purpose in that too, right? It doesn't mean that they're not coming back. It means that you need to clear your energy and get good with yourself without anyone else's energy first. You know what I mean? Like, I get it that this person over here is fun. You're right. But here you're hanging on to something, and it's kind of like Spirit is saying, like, in order for you to get the new thing, you got to let go of the old thing, man. So tell me who the Queen of Cups is here, and what are they saying? This could be the one. So you're feeling pretty. Person could have children even. So there could be a couple of different people coming in for options here, but look at the energy that's blocking you. It's the same one. Who's on your mind? Who is it that you can't release? Because you need to, because they're holding you back from like going forward. I feel like you can't even really see your own light at this point over here with this Three of Swords. It's kind of like your shit. Can you guys even see that? My card's in the way. I'm sorry. I always think this is such a slick idea, and then I think, I don't know if you can see it or not. Okay, so I kind of want to know about this page because it's like the center of your reading, and I just want to know like what is going on with the page. Tell me about the page of cups. Okay, so this could be about some kind of like controlling behavior, right? So maybe you have been controlled. I feel like honestly, Page of Cups is about being a child. But see what's happening here? Growth for you. It's growth for the in the summertime. So we just ended summer, like we're still kind of in it really, the tail end. There's something about controlling, being controlling. What are you trying to control? You know what I mean? I feel like, or somebody controlled you, and what's happening is a new beginning. See, this transcendence, transcending the mundane, right? You know what that means? What is mundane? Right? Because I really had to kind of look up that whole phrase because I keep seeing it in my astrology. You know what I mean? Like it's my purpose to transcend the mundane. I feel like it's got something to do with Neptune in my chart, in my own personal reading thing. And so that's why I'm thinking of it. Whenever I see the transcendence card, I feel like that. Transcending the mundane is actually, you know how like most of us, like for my whole life, I get up in the morning, I take a shower, and I go to work. You know what I mean? Or whatever your day looks like. You know, it's the same every day. You do this and then this and then this and then this, and then you're home. And then you feed your family and then you go to bed. And like, it's just a cycle of that. You never have time for anything else. You know what I mean? You're too tired. You work 40 fucking hours a week and it takes all your mental energy, all your heart energy, right? And you're just tired. So at some point, we as a collective people are being asked to figure that part out. You know, like what else are you doing besides just trying to make a living? You know, I feel like there's a lot of us like forming new foundations that transcend the mundane. That means no, we're not going to do 40 hours a week. We're going to, you know, pick out another way to make a living. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a new structure, one that's more soul oriented. Your soul will lead you here to this new thing. And I feel like you're kind of already on the way to it. Like it's about mind, body, soul lining up, going same direction. You know what I mean? And doing something more than just getting up and fucking going to the job, no matter whether it's 9 to 5 all day long or whether it's, 5 at night till 1 in the morning. It doesn't matter what your schedule is. It's like you're forming some kind of solid new foundation in pentacle land, in reality. You're trying to match up the 5D and the 3D and live together in that. That's transcending the mundane. It's like seeing the bigger picture. You know what I mean? So, Leo, I feel like lots going on here. And I love this for you because it's like what they're telling me is like you're closing out an old cycle, kind of like forming a new structure with your higher self. I do feel like you're letting go of something, someone that just maybe wasn't your thing. It wasn't for you, or maybe it was and they'll be back, but they're not coming back until you're healed. You know what I'm saying? Because this definitely looks soul oriented to me, but there's something happening here. It could be, I do feel like it's about when you were a child. It could be about your kids too, but I kind of feel like it's about your own childhood. And I feel like you're kind of like piecing all those truths together, you know. And of course, you're feeling quite a little bit like this too. So a lot of sadness going on there. Spirit, can you give me some advice for these guys? Whoa. So my cards are new. They don't like to shuffle all that. They do, but they're slick. And I'm not complaining. I like new cards. Okay. 8 of Swords. Eight of Swords. Your advice is look at this is where you're looking at yourself. You see how you look in the reflection, but look at the reality of you. Remember, you're lining up. You're trying to get 5D, 3D together, trying to see the whole picture. You know what I mean? And definitely telling you what. You're fucking not stuck. You're a magical, beautiful, loving soul who has every bit of the power right inside of you to be, to heal, to love, to be loved. All of it is inside you, but for some reason you just don't feel that about yourself. That's why all this is happening, you know? So remember when I did a reading not too long ago? I don't know if you guys even watch me, but a little while ago I did a reading about Neptune being in retrograde, and there's something pretty important about that transit, because it's kind of like Neptune is sort of dreamy and like, I don't know, we tend to like fantasize in that with that planet. It's a fantasy planet, like what we, you know, what we'd like to have happen, you know what I mean? Like you want the pool in the backyard and the Mercedes and both the Teslas and you know what I mean, 10-car garage, whatever, right? So that's kind of like your, you know, maybe like a dream that we might have, something like that, right? But when Neptune goes retrograde, it really is saying like time to look at it from a realistic standpoint and restructure what you're thinking. So here you are feeling like you're stuck somewhere, you can't go anywhere, you're absolutely stuck. And I feel like you're, you know, maybe that's what's happening is you're realizing when you're kind of lining out body, mind, soul, you're realizing like, no, I'm not. Look at you, Four of Swords, healing up, Wheel of Fortune. See, there's a change coming, and it comes with this Four of Swords. Look at him just kicking back and relaxing. This is where the healing happens. It's when you're relaxing, it's when you're in nature, it's when you're just feeling all of it, you know? All of it. You're feeling the trees, you're feeling the fresh air, you're watching the bugs land on the water and the fish jump up to like eat them, you know, like you're just living in the moment. That's what changes us, right? And Wheel of Fortune, it's time. So this could have something to do with Uranus in your chart, or even, oh, I can't think of the other one. Is it Jupiter? I think it's Jupiter. All right, so that's your advice. It's like, you know what, there's something coming, there's healing coming for you. Just kick back and enjoy the ride, you know what I mean? Because I do feel like there's someone coming in here, but like you have some healing still in order to meet with this person, because this person is also kind of, I mean, they're vibed up too, so you got to reach their vibe in order to get with them, because you're calling in your soulmate. Okay, so that's what, hope that made sense for Leo. Thank you guys for being here. Can't believe how long these are taking me. Okay, Virgo, 128, 48. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on for our Virgos. Love life. Spirit, can you tell me what's going on for my Virgos right now in love? Love for Virgo. Whoa. The Star card and the Ace of Swords. So it looks like there's some kind of truth coming in. It could be healing, or it could be saying like this is everything you've ever wanted, Star card, right? Could be dealing with an Aquarius for some of you. Wow, 10 of Pentacles, the Fool card. Holy shit, Virgo. Yay, Virgo, you have been in some tough energy. You have But you know what's happening here? Change. Change. After a really long nightmare about your family, thought you had it all, but it ended up being like super sad, super sad. Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I mean, Nine of Swords, super sad energy, Virgo. Okay, so underneath all of this is this sadness. Let's not forget about that. But there's truth coming in. There's a heart activation coming in, you know? You got the Fool card saying, like, there's a new beginning. The Chariot card saying, like, there's alignment, maybe somebody coming in toward you. You know, to be honest, you guys could really have about one, two, three, four people coming on in. You know what I mean? Like you really have people there. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So you got four options here is what I'm feeling like. You know? You also have the Ten of Pentacles. So and that's in this line with the King of Cups. Ten of Pentacles is right here. So generally speaking, left side would be in the past, middle would be in the present, and right is kind of like coming on in, you know. So let's look at it that way for a minute. So in the past energy, what I see is like you had a new beginning. It was Ten of Pentacles. So this could be like a super happy, you know, and your heart is wide open. Something very good happening here. Honesty, truth. This could be about family energy, but definitely heart wide open. In the present moment, I feel like, you know, the Fool card is here telling me you have a brand new beginning. Like right now, in the present moment, what do you want? Here's what's surrounding you, all of it. These are all your choices, you know. The way she's moving is toward Ten of Pentacles. You know, that's really like when you're looking at where she's stepping into this Ten of Pentacle card, you know. So I feel like Virgo, what you're kind of after is like stability, money, love, loyalty, family. You know, that's the Ten of Pentacles. It's about eyes wide open. It can be also about like generations of family. So I feel like that's where you're going. I feel like in the present moment you've been healing, and I feel like you're ready to get on a new path and go somewhere new. Now, when you read down the center and you just use these cards, you're looking at the Fool going toward the Knight of Wands, which is doing some really fun shit. It's about tapping in, it's about tuning in, it's about turning on your own higher self and listening to it. You know, understanding like the two of you when you work together, it can be a whole new reality for you. Like this doesn't really have to happen. You know what I mean? And I feel like whatever this Nine of Swords is, it's really got to do with your family because that's the four underneath it, right? We're looking at the bottom of the deck, and what it's telling me is like you had it all, you had everything you wanted, and then now you don't. So I don't know what happened, but it's telling me that, you know, you've been pretty broke up about it. So in the future, I feel like here you are with the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Knight, right? So maybe it's your, I don't know, I feel like growth, like in money wise, Chariot card, you could be traveling. Um, this could be somebody coming toward you, you know, because this King of Pentacles is driving a boat, right? It's like a skipper of a ship or something. The Chariot is about movement, right? So it looks like the King of Pentacles is coming in, and then there's the Knight of Pentacles. So that could be another person. It could be about growth, right? Because you've got the Knight, the Chariot, and the king right there. So maybe like, you know, you're looking at maybe being shown something about your soul plan. I always think that with the Knight of Pentacles. Lately I feel like that message pretty comes in pretty regularly with the Knight of Pentacles. But what happens is like you're going forward, body, mind, soul, same direction. King of Pentacles is rich, you know. He can manifest money, all kinds of things, right? Everything he touches turns to gold. He's magic. Could be learning that here, planning that here, understanding that here. But definitely you have the 10, so you can, you can make this happen. You can manifest this. So let's clarify some of these people on here. Let's just look at, we'll just look at these and clarify each one. Tell me about the King of Cups. Who's this King of Cups for Virgo? This looks like one option. Like it could be somebody in your path too. It's your soulmate, and I feel like you have to let go of it because it says release your ex and calling in your soulmate. You have to release the ex in order to get the soulmate. Okay, so just saying. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Trust. This situation calls you to have trust. This is someone coming toward you. And I feel like you can trust this energy. It's your energy, Virgo. So it could be another, earth sign. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Tell me about that. Knight of Wands. This could be the one. You already know this person. And Knight of Pentacles. Give your relationship a chance. So you know what? The only one you need to let go of is this King of Cups. Because it says you got to release it. It's time to clear your energy so you can call in the new, right? And then, so you got to release this person, but like, this could be the one. Give this a chance. And this one is trust and passion. So you know what? You have options here. And there's only one that looks like it needs to go. Let's see why. Let's see if we can identify this person for Virgo. Tell me who this person is that they're letting go of. Why do they need to let them go? Who is it? Tell me about this King of Cups. Okay, this is a narcissist. It's one-sided. They're self-absorbed. They might be a love bomber. Yeah, it's definitely a soulmate. It is. Which is probably why it's so hard to release it. Why you're in the Nine of Swords. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the Fool card for you, because that's your energy. I just want to feel like, where are you going? Where are you going in the Fool card? The Sun. Yeah. I kind of feel like there's a lot in the Empress. Oh, beautiful. That's so beautiful. Well, we can stop pulling cards now then, can't we? So this is you in the middle, the Fool card, ready to embark on a new journey. She's free to go anywhere, feel anything. She trusts her higher self. And here's where it's taken you. It's taken you to the Sun and the Empress, which is happiness, joy, stability, abundance, creativity, peace of mind. This is a nurturing energy. This is self-love. This is all of it. That's where they're taking you, Virgo. This is a beautiful reading. I feel like, look at all the majors. You know what I mean? And you're dealing with some sort of soulmate, too. And it's here, but it's the one that you don't want to let go of. But it's the one you need to let go of. It's the one that maybe opened your heart up to this energy, and sometimes those people just don't stay. Maybe they'll come back, I don't know, but it looks to me like you have more options coming in, quite a few. So I don't know if you're on a dating app, but maybe you should be, if you're looking for love. Okay, let's see, are you ready for Libra? guys, I hear company. Libra, I see the Hierophant here. I'm going to stop my video right now. I'm going to be back in a little while. There's someone here. I love you guys.